Welcome to the channel and welcome to this game of Warhammer 40,000 9th edition. It's 1,000 points and it's Death Guard versus Astra Militarum. So today on the channel, it's the Indomitus Crusade, it's the Ultramar Segmentum, and this particular world is a war zone between the forces of the Death Guard and the Imperial Guard. It's going to be quite difficult today when we keep casually referring to Guard and not knowing which one we're talking about, but I digress. And in this particular battle zone, this once lush forest has quickly turned to ruin and sludge and swamp. The Imperial forces here have noticed it became apparent quite quickly that a Death Guard push was being initiated in this area. All across these lines, they are sending reinforcements. They are sending in the elites, and they are to arrive and push back and hold off the Death Guard assault. Repulse it if they can, hold it if they can't. And if they're unable to do either of those things, pray to the Emperor for the deliverance of the Angels of Death. And he's laughing in the corner. I'm joined.
They become poxwalkers eventually.
I'm joined on the channel today by Gambit. Say hi, Gambit.
Hi, Gambit. It's good to be back.
Yeah, it's good to have you back.
I like the notion that there's some Imperial Guard there, so I'm just going to go, did you fart? No? Did you fart? No? Oh, hang on a minute. Death Guard are coming.
I imagine the odour of mild flatulence is insignificant against the stench that kills you from a mile away.
Yeah, I don't know.
And bloat flies the size of pigeons, and yeah, all the gifts of the grandfather.
Yes, all the blessings.
Blessings indeed. So you've brought 1,000 points. We've brought 1,000 points.
I actually have 1,000 points, which is good.
I know. Yeah. And because of the way our Friday games normally go, they normally finish about 2 in the morning, and you want to try and be home before dawn today. So we said, let's try and keep it 1,000 points. And then I ended up working late and didn't have the table ready, so...
It's just my daughter's birthday tomorrow, but she's got loads more.
She's 2, she won't remember it.
Very true.
Yeah. So that's what we're playing. What scenario are we playing? Well, we are keeping it super simple because we are super simple people. We are returning to the open war deck. We are lining up on either side of the board and we are playing Domination, my favourite way of playing 9th Ed 40k. There are 6 objectives on the board. One in this passageway, this thoroughfare. One on this thoroughfare. In the middle, this is a well-worn battle zone. We have the wrecks of tanks and ammo dumps. Equally, we have other ammo dumps and passages through the swamp. We're towards the edge of the swamp here as these ruins start to give way to land. And it is these thoroughfares that we have to hold. This one here, that one there. This represents control of the battlefield. So, Dominion has 2 ways of scoring points. At the end of each battle round, if either one of us controls more objectives than our opponent, we score a point. If we have the same each, nothing. And if in a battle round one of us destroys more units than our opponent, we gain a point. Otherwise, nothing. So a maximum of 10 points up for grabs over 5 turns. So, before we go and look at the armies, I've no idea yet whether this is going in the members' lounge or on the public YouTubes. So, for those of you who are not familiar, a quick look at our house rules. We have a small number of narrative house rules to help the immersiveness of the game. We don't apply the plus or minus 1 limit to dice roll modifiers. We let characters charge with units. If a character is within range of a unit and they're both going to charge the same target or targets, we make 1 dice roll and they either both succeed and move or both fail. Then everything else goes back to normal. We don't use CP rerolls and we don't limit the number of times a stratagem can be used in a given phase, but the most important rule we apply is what we like to call narrative common sense. If we're playing something and for whatever reason the rules don't seem to be working for that particular scenario, We talk amongst ourselves, we agree what we think it should be, and we change it. Narrative common sense. And for those of you who are still watching, let's take a look at Gambit's Death Guard. And here we have 1,000 points of Death Guard. And Gambit said they look glorious as ever.
Thank you.
So, tell me about Death Guard. What do they get as a general thing?
So, this particular company is the Harbinger company, of which I'm just taking that one purely for the stratagem, which allows me to reroll hits with my Poxwalkers. Other than that,
You do like your Poxwalkers.
I do. It's because I spent blooming ages, I nearly swore, blooming ages painting them. I need to get some more, really. I do like them. But this character here, I'm going to digress and probably go off a little bit. Necrosius the Undying, he gets a cool rule where if he manifests a spell, you can return, I think it's D3, Poxwalkers to the unit, so you can keep powering them up that way, as well as the normal infect and bring them back up, which is quite nice.
Now, he's a special character, and he's a Forge World one.
He is, yes. Quite like him. He's a Psycho, so he's got 2 psychic powers. I've got my Asthma or Pestilence and Putrescent Vitality, as well as Smite. He gets that ability where we just talked about, but he also gets the same one as the Maleficent. The
Pestilence Fallout.
Yeah, so he causes a mortal wound if he does that as well.
7 or more to the net.
Yeah, and he's got a fairly nice pistol, and the staff is quite nice as well. I can't remember the exact specifics. I think the staff is reroll wounds, which is pretty good. The idea is just to try and keep buffing that unit and keep them alive, because I've never really done anything with them. I really want to create zombies.
Somebody tells me you will today.
Yeah. The other contagion, of course, is the standard contagion, whereas if you're in range, it's -1 to toughness as well. That's probably worth pointing out.
So you've gone straight into what the Plague Company is and what it does.
Yes.
What's your generic Death Guard stuff? So you mentioned contagion range.
So you get the standard contagion, which is just, let's say, -1 to toughness if you're within that range, and that increases each turn. So it's minus.
Do you remember what it's called?
No.
No, okay. So contagion range. So it's like an aura effect, and if you're in it, you suffer from. If you're in range of any unit within that distance, you suffer the effect of the particular contagion. And as you say, that aura grows from turn to turn. It starts off as 1 inch, then I think it goes to 3.
And then something.
There's something else. It increases. We'll check as we go through. But the one that you have in play causes -1 toughness, which obviously means you wound things more easily when you're hitting.
Yeah, absolutely.
So do you get something else about being able to move and shoot?
So yeah, if I advance, I count as standing still, and
if you advance or move. One moment, caller.
Oh, fail. I didn't know this.
It's like an exam in front of thousands of people. And he's flicking through the book. He's creating a lovely cooling waft of air.
I thought you stopped filming as well. Oh no! Pressure.
No, I haven't stopped filming. I mean,
I feel like I should make. There we go.
These look pretty.
Init stretch will advance. So this unit counts as having remained stationary if it did not fall back or advance in the previous movement phase.
So if it moves, it counts as being stationary. If it's
correct,
but not advances, not falls back.
So heavy weapons, of which there's only one that might come into advantage for.
But also, it means that you're going to rapid fire at full range.
Yeah, which is
twice
nice.
at full range. Yeah.
Then if a vehicle does not suffer penalty incurred for hit rolls for firing heavy weapons at enemy units in engagement range.
Yeah, these two. Yep.
And I can ignore any or all modifiers to my move characteristics for advanced rolls and charge rolls.
Okay, and what's that called? Is that still an extra advance?
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Any other generic Death Guard stuff that we need to mention?
There is a lot about what you can pick and stuff like that.
But we don't care about that. Yeah.
Other than that, no, it's just onto units. And
so we talked about Necrosius the Undying and his Poxwalkers, especially Jimmy, who doesn't know which way he's facing.
Jimmy's always going the wrong way.
Silly Jimmy. Looks like we've got 2 units of 7 Plague Marines, nice and thematic, like that. How they kitted out, this looks like Power Fist.
Power Fist and Plague Knife.
Power Fist, Plague Knife, Plague Spewer.
I believe
that's the heavy flamer equivalent, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And then
Blight Launcher.
Yep, Blight Launcher. The rest just
bolters and Plague Knives. Then over here...
Slightly different. Sergeant's very similar. He's got a plague knife and a power fist, but he's also carrying a plasma gun at the back.
That's on his back, yep.
Yeah, nicely tucked away. Then plasma gun.
Oh yeah, I don't have to turn the camera around. I can turn the model around. Yep.
Plasma gun.
Yep.
And where is he? Yeah, blight launcher as well.
Okay, good stuff. Then this looks like a Lord of Contagion.
Yes, certainly is. So he's my warlord. And to keep it nice and simple, he's got the revoltingly resilient warlord trait, which is the old disgustingly resilient. So
it gives him a 5+ shrug.
Yeah.
For those not familiar with the old ways.
And
by old ways we mean the second most recent ways, not the old ways. And then he's got the, I think it's called the Plague Reaper, Reaper of Glorious Entropy, which I quite like. Okay.
That, which is just an uber man reaper, really. It means that I don't get the choice between the two profiles. I basically only get the uber hit one, but I don't get the -1 to hit, and a wound roll of 6 inflicts a mortal wound in addition.
So he's got an axe, not a scythe.
Yeah,
I guess Plague Reaper's coming also. Yeah.
Reaper of Glorious Entropy is, it's 40k. They've got wheels and stuff on them. They've invented wheels by then.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And then you've got a couple of demon engines.
Yeah, so I've got my Malefic Blight
Hauler, yeah. The drivey one.
Yeah, with the missiles and the multi-melter, because it's my only anti-tank model in the whole army.
Yep.
And a fetid bloat drone with spewers. I love my spewers.
Gotta love spewers. And that, ladies and gentlefolk, is 1,000 points. Yeah. Let's take a look at the Astra Militarum.
Rubbish guard.
The Astra
Rubbish guard.
Talk about the Emperor's finest guardsmen. And here we have roughly 1,000 points of Imperial Guard. So, generically, what are we looking at? Well, these are Ultramar Guard. And as such, I have picked the 2 doctrines for them. Disciplined shooters, so they can rapid fire at 18-inch range rather than full range. And they're also agile warriors. They've been trained to within an inch of their lives on the very best and most rigorous assault courses that could be inspired by the Lord Guilliman. And as such, they can reroll advances. So that's the generic stuff. Conceptually, it's sort of in 2 halves. You can see we've got a Valkyrie. First time using it, and the Stormtroopers, or Tempestus Scions, as some refer to them as. And I'm using those for the first time, so that'll be fun. The notion is that there's a sort of frontline force that's been holding or has rushed to sort of plug this gap, and that's the remnants of this this platoon led by the major, and as part of that we have two normal infantry squads, a squad of veterans, a heavy weapon squad with las cannons, a command squad, the major himself, 1 remaining armoured sentinel, and the 7-7 tank company have detached all of its Lehman Russes along with the platoons of this company to provide fire support. Because in this environment they can't really manoeuvre terribly well, so they're more of a static gun line. To an extent, they're certainly not going any deeper into the swamps. They're standing on the edges, shooting out, preventing things from coming out of it. So within that lot, the veterans, the sergeant's got a power fist. There's also a heavy flamer, plasma, melter, and vox. This infantry squad has flamer, should have a vox, but I've picked up the wrong model. Flamer and vox. This unit also has flamer and vox. 3 las cannons. The Lehman Russ has a las cannon, 2 heavy bolters, and its battle cannon. And the Sentinel has a plasma cannon. And as I say, this unit does also have a vox caster. Seamless. Then the Chimera is one of the remaining vehicles that's survived both the assaults this far and also the working. It's not. I mean, the Chimera is an amphibious vehicle. However, all the tangleweed and knots and mangroves and rot really clogs up the track. So a lot of them have been disabled and are awaiting declogging by tech priests. But that is still functional until it clogs for some manoeuvres in the area. The relief's the wrong word, but HQ are pushing all of their specialists to this front line. And here are going to be coming 2 Valkyries. One is delivering this Primaris Psyker and a unit of Weird Vein Psykers under his command, and will be staying around in the vicinity. Another will bring this unit of
Science.
Stormtroopers, thank you. This unit of Stormtroopers, and then will be departing post-haste to provide fire support elsewhere. In other words, these guys are deep striking in using their grav chutes, but they are being dropped narratively from another Valkyrie in order to do it. In terms of warlord traits and psychic powers, etc., the Major has the warlord trait Old Grudges. We pick a unit, excuse me, at the start of the game, and then any units within 6 inches of him reroll failed wounds against it. He has been fighting Plague Marines on this planet for a long time, as long as he can remember. So I'm choosing Plague Marines to be that unit. I mean, I suppose it might be more useful against a Demon Engine or something, but no, he's learned which parts of the Plague Marines' armour are the most susceptible to the lasgun shots. You know, the joints, the pipes, all the places to aim for, and he will direct his troops accordingly. I have not taken a relic for this army because all of the relics feel like they have far more grandioseness than this army warrants. And I looked again and again, and I thought, I cannot take the same relic again in good conscience. So I'm voting with my feet and taking no relic. Gambit offered to do the same, but I refused because this is my choice, because I'm not taking like the blade of Gifted by the Emperor or the hat of the best commander who ever lived, because this is just a Major in a tiny, tiny fight on an insignificant world beset by the forces of chaos. So no relic in this army. The Primaris Psyker is taking Psychic Maelstrom, which is casting value of 7. When you cast it, on a 2+, the target unit takes a mortal wound. Then if they took a wound, you roll again, and on a 3+, they take a mortal wound. And if they take a wound, you roll again, then on a 4+. So he has that, as well as Psychic Barrier, which you cast on a unit within 12 inches and they gain +1 to their save. The Weird Vein Psykers, who only get 1d6 to cast their psychic powers with, have got Mental Fortitude, which cast on a 4, pick a unit within 12 inches and they will automatically pass morale. Now the Weird Vein Psykers, the more models there are in the unit, they get a bonus to that, and there is a stratagem that can be used where these act as a choir to boost each other, which gives them extra spells to cast and extra pluses to cast, which we will absolutely be doing when they set foot on the battlefield. But yeah, they're going to Deep Strike. I'm paying to put the Valkyrie into strategic reserve, so command points being spent there. So they'll come on together on turn, whatever turn they come on, they'll come on together. And that's my army. Any questions from yourself, Gambit? I can't ask the folks at home for any questions because time dilation.
Internet doesn't work that way.
No.
It's not used for communication.
No.
No, I think it's all good.
Okay, in which case, let's go on to deployment. Here we are after deployment. So, the Death Guard have gone to the right and to the left and heading up the gut with a horde of horrible, rotting corpses. So, Necrosius the Undying is with his chums.
Yeah, his mates.
The unit with the plasma gun is on the right-hand side. My right-hand side.
Yep.
The other one is that. I mean, there are 2 objectives to take. Gambit has been agonising about how to deploy because he knows Death Guard are slow. So, yeah, he has been agonising. However, he has got his 2 fast units, the drone and the hauler, kind of central, so they can respond in different directions whilst these go up the gut. And the Lord of Contagion is observing the battle from the unholy cauldron of filth on the battle barge, ready to step onto the teleportarium at the key moment to swing the battle.
He's probably sort of thinking, I'm even slower than some of these guys. Let's just wait and crash in like a bomb when I can.
No, it's what I said, not I want to deep strike onto an objective, Paul.
No, not an objective. He wants to deep strike in and chop people up, but he's just waiting. He's chilling.
Well, there's plenty of people to chop
all
up.
that way. I'm just going to teleport it.
Yes, waiting for the right time to teleport. Yeah.
Saying.
So we have here the guard. We've got a chimera which has the veterans in, and the the armoured sentinel going up the flank. On the left flank, the Lemon Russ has parked on that objective and said, "Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough."
Scary.
And in the centre, the remainder of the platoon is formed up around the major for the orders. We've got Voxcasters anyway, so we can potentially push some out to the veteran unit, depending on how far away they are. But they're also, we've got the medic there who can potentially pick ones up as and when they fall. You'll notice I said when, not if. And yeah, the Valkyrie has got the weird veins and the Primaris Psyker from I was going to say head office, from headquarters, from high command, and the stormtroopers are arriving via the grav chute insertion as well. And that is deployment. So you know what happens next, don't you, Gambit?
Roll to see who goes first.
Roll to see who goes first. Now, those dice just happen to be left out next to you. Do you want to use black dice, or do you want me to get some Nurgle ones or some green ones, or what?
Yeah, I like green.
Green. Do you want actual Nurgle dice?
Do you have Nurgle dice?
I have Nurgle dice.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, technically, they're Maggot Kid of Nurgle dice, not Death Guard dice.
They're the right colour.
But the right colour. Good luck, sir.
Yes, thank you.
A 6.
That's a good start.
Do I want to go first, or do I want to go second? You see,
I don't know yet.
From a gaming point of view, go second's better, because you know what your target is. You know how many objectives you've got to get onto, and you know...
You've got some big guns. You could cause a lot of damage first turn.
But that's the thing. I have some big guns, and I could cause a lot of damage on the first turn. So, I think I'm going to take first turn.
Well, you get points for kills.
Only if I kill more units than you, but I think that's
it's a possibility.
It's a possibility. Yeah. So we're going to do that. So at the end of the movement phase, the Chimera carrying the veterans has moved forward, not advanced. It will be shooting, and the armoured sentinel has stayed on the objective. We're going to be putting shots down probably into those Plague Marines. Try and start picking those off, because they're not going to be a thing we can one shot. So we need to whittle. Need to whittle. Yeah. This unit of this infantry squad has moved, not advanced, and gone onto that objective. All the guardsmen are in las gun range of the Poxwalkers, who will be getting an extra point of cover save from that barricade that they're stood behind. The last cannons have moved up because they can see nothing. They may attempt to vaporise some Poxwalkers, or they may not. I really don't know. And the command squad and major have moved up as well. The Lehman Russ has stayed still. It really does not need to move, except swivel its turret in that direction. So, first thing in the shooting phase, no psychic phase because my psychers are not on the table. First thing in the shooting phase is to issue orders. There's only one order that's really going to do anything, and that is to issue first rank fire and second rank fire to this infantry squad to fire at the Poxwalkers. So they count as rapid fire 2 weapons, giving me 18 shots, hitting on 4s. That's abysmal. 6 hits, toughness 4, wounding on 5s. 1. 1. It's going to get. What, do they have a save? Do they have a save at all?
7+.
7+. Well, it becomes a 6 because they're still behind that barrier.
Okay, so they get a save.
6 up save.
That.
Yep. I hit a brick. Okay, well, I'll drop a mortar on them.
Oh.
There's more than 11, so it's going to be 6 shots rather than D6. I don't need to see them. Hitting on 4s. The mortar is strength 4, so these two will wound on 4s. No. Okay. So to make myself feel better about that, we're going to come over here to the Lehman Russ, spending 2 CP, which is a lot in a small game, 2 CP on Hail of Fire. Long story short, the turret is normally heavy D6. It's for this round of fire, it's going to be heavy 6.
Right.
So fire the turret first. Ballistic skill of 4+, 6 shots, 3 hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. AP -2. So 5 up.
Oh, 2
So D3 wounds each. So I'm looking for a big 3. Yeah, that's 3. -1 is 2 damage because Disgustingly Resilient takes damage off. So that kills 1.
Right.
Then D3 for the next one does 1 damage to one of them. So have a wound counter. There you go.
Yay.
Okay, now we have 6 shots with heavy bolters, which have all but 1 hit.
Oof.
Wounding on 4, strength 5, toughness 5. 2 at -1, sir. The armour stops 1, but not the other. 2 damage, -1, 1 damage, kills 1. Then the las cannon on a 4+. No.
All the guns.
Boom, fizzles past one of them. Maybe it caught one of the ones that had just died, killing 2.
Yeah, you killed something.
Yep. I mean, that's all right. I'll take that. Okay, I'm going to come to the Armoured Sentinel next, I think. I can take on the Plague Marines with small arms. I mean, it's not great, but that drone is going to be it's going to cause me problems. So I think I'm going to put the plasma cannon into it. Now the question is, do I spend a command point on Strike First, Strike Swift, which will give it +2 to hit? No, I don't think I do. I think if it was a whole squadron, I think I would. But it's not. So D3 shots for 3. Oh! Hitting on 4s. Oh! Okay, so a massive beam of plasma flies past the drone, incinerates a shed load of flies, and nothing else. Right, so it's going to be the lasgun array and the heavy bolter from the Chimera into the Plague Marines. Okay, 2 lasgun arrays, 6 shots at this range. Hitting on 4s, 2 hits. Wounded on 5s. A wound, a shiny wound.
Your hit rolls
3+ save.
Been great.
1 3+ save. Oh, they both passed. They both passed.
Sorry, I thought it was
3 heavy bolter shots. 2 hits. 2 hits. It's weight of fire, man. It's guard.
Yeah.
And I've got more than half the points of my army off the table.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This is like a couple 100 points. Well, actually, maybe it's a bit more with the cap.
Big Lehman Russ thing.
So, well, this is a couple 100 points, and that's a couple 100 points. So, I think this is about 500 here.
I need to cause some damage then, might I?
2 wounds on 4s. 1 at -1. Save of 4+.
Yeah.
No! 2 damage! Down to 1.
Yoink.
That hurt, didn't it? Okay, so I fired the mortar. They fired. There's nothing they can actually see. I don't think those last cannons can really shoot through their own men there. I think if there was a vehicle that was sort of poking up,
I don't mind if you do it.
I don't think they should.
I think they would be positioned so that they would be able to shoot through them in real life, or else they'd be pointless, wouldn't they?
Well, I think they're moving up to find a larger target in the next round of fire.
It's up to you. I don't mind.
No, they're not shooting this turn. They've got limited ammo, right? Why would they fire at poxwalkers?
Because that's all you put them down to be able to shoot at the moment.
No, I put them in a good field of fire, and you have hidden all your vehicles and all your Plague Marines from them. You put the poxwalkers in front of the last cannons. Okay, fine.
We will choke them with our dead.
The centre of the field is mine. Haven't killed anything in turn 1, but hopefully he won't either. Okay. No, I was going to say battle shock. Do you need a morale test over here? What's the morale of a Plague Marine squad? It's going to be at least 8, isn't it?
Yeah.
Leadership, sorry, 8. Yeah, they can't fail. Okay, let's go on to Death Guard, turn 1. So at the end of the Death Guard movement phase, it looks like this. 2 cards have materialised on the table, making it look bad. Bad Gambit.
What cards?
Bad Gambit. He tried to move on to the psychic phase before I'd summarised the movement phase. He's out of practice. So this unit of Plague Marines have moved forward onto this objective. They haven't advanced. They're going to see how hard the Chimera is.
Yeah.
The drone rolled to advance, even though it only moved a fraction of its regular move, but is also going to vomit all the acidic goo all over the Chimera and see how hard the Chimera is. The Poxwalkers have advanced up the middle, and Necrosius walked with them, didn't run. The Blight Hauler being quite frustrated by the pack of Poxwalkers that it just wants to mow down, but the Sorcerer won't let it. It is, however, going to put shots into the Chimera and see how tough it is. This unit of Marines have started to hug the cover a bit in readiness to move forward.
I think they made a phone call. Boss, there's a really big tank here. Can you do something? Which you'll see in a minute. Whilst they run away.
The Lord of Contagion has seen the strategic situation and decided this is the point to intervene, ordering his men through the centre, up the gut, as Death Guard so often do, and he is going to deal with this armoured behemoth. Deep striking in, relying on a 9-inch charge, which is
a gutsy move.
Which is a 1 in 3 chance, so let's see how it works out for him.
You know what? I don't think he's ever made a proper charge yet from deep strike.
I don't think he has, no.
He's due. He's due.
He's due. I mean, what you could have done, coulda, woulda, shoulda, didn't you could have brought him down on that side, and then next turn walked round and been in charge range. But I couldn't have shot. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I could have shot. I could have just driven around the corner and shot you in the face. Okay, psychic phase. Where are we going? Necrosius, one assumes, because he's your psychic.
Yeah, he's the only one. And now, because of my strategic movement, I've managed to place both my tough units completely out of range of my buffing.
Yes, he's got all the buffing psychic powers and no one to buff.
Except the Poxwalkers. These are going to be some tough
totally worth it.
Absolutely. So we're going to do Putrescent Vitality, which is +1 strength and toughness.
Casts on
a 7. Noble's number.
That's an 8. It casts. I have no psychic on the table to block.
No, I think you're out of range as well, aren't you?
I'm about half an inch out of smite range, yeah.
Which means that you don't get the mortal wound as well, I don't think.
Right, yeah. What is the range of pestilential fallout?
I can't remember. It's either 18 or 24.
Right, tell you what, do your next psychic power and we'll check. And if it's killed a guy, we'll sort that out.
Nice. Right, so the next one is going to go on the Poxwalkers again, which is the -1 to hit miasma pestilence.
Miasma casts on.
I think this one's a 6. Yep, 6.
6.
No.
No dice. Let's go and do the shooty thing. Okay, kicking off the shooting phase with the Mephetic Blight Hauler. Wants to shoot the Sentinel, but the Sentinel is out of range, so is instead going to shoot the Chimera. The Multi-Melter's in range just about, but not in double tap range. So, 2 shots from a Multi-Melter and 1 crack missile. What are we doing first, sir?
Let's go crack missile first.
Crack missile, hitting on a 3.
What is it?
Hits.
Whee!
Strength 8, toughness 7, running on a 3.
Ooh,
no.
Not a plague weapon.
Not a plague weapon.
Right,
Multi-Melter, 2 shots.
Ooh, 2 hits.
Both hits. Strength 8, wounding on a 3. 1 wound.
-4.
4?
Yeah, -4.
Okay, in which case it's D6 damage straight through.
Nice.
For a point of damage.
This is a tough Chimera.
Yeah, it's blown off probably some of this.
Probably the radar dish.
Some of the comms array. Oh, do you remember back in the day when you used to roll on a chart to see whereabouts the vehicle hit and then what it did? And so by going through that process, you knew what it was. I was thinking about this earlier. We can infer what's happened to it by the fact that you rolled a 1. It's,
Yeah.
you know,
It's not good.
it's scorched off some armour plate. It's done it damage, but it's not by any means... that's
I
the
did
wrong
like
number.
the charts, but it did take long.
Yes, I agree with you on both counts.
Yes, very nice.
Right, where are we going next, sir?
Right, so next, that didn't work very well. So the Marine squad can only really shoot one thing.
Shoot
It's gonna go
Chimera.
straight to the Chimera.
So first, counting as stationary, we have 2 rapid-firing plasma guns hitting on 3s. We did have a do I overcharge debate. Strength 7, toughness 7, wounding on 4s.
Oh, none.
No, scoring the paint.
Oh,
Rivets pop,
Chimera.
armour plates buckle, but no real damage caused.
So blight launcher.
Yep,
With 2
hitting on
shots.
3s. 2 hits. Strength 6, toughness 7, wounding on 5s. No.
Whoa,
They're the bolters.
Really?
The mass reactive rounds. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Okay.
That's a 1, dude.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Not one.
The Plague Marines do nothing. So now onto the Plague Drone. Let's see if the Chimera can take the acid of 2 Plague Spewers. D6 hits each for 8. That's about average. That's not bad.
8. 6.
Wounding on 5 because toughness 7. This is a tank. 1 at -1. Saving on a 4+. The Emperor protects. Oh, well, you see, from my perspective, got to be pleased with that.
Yeah.
From your perspective, less so. I mean, I killed 2 Plague Marines in my turn, so
And I've shot a radar dish.
I can no longer pick up Jazz FM.
I do have blight launcher left.
You got a blight launcher
I want
to
to see
fire
if this blight launcher is
into
going
the
to
tank.
cause more damage to the Lehman Russ than my entire army.
Okay, go for it.
Right, it's hitting on 3s.
2
Woo!
hits, wounding on 5s. No.
That was
So-
a highly successful round. I think we've got them scared.
You took a wound off me.
Yeah.
So at the end of the battle round, I'm on 1, 2, 3 objectives. Oh no, it's not the end of the battle round. You've got to charge.
I've got my
You've got to charge. You've got to charge. You've got to charge.
This is the do or potentially die of my commander here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to Overwatch. So, you know, dink. So D6 shots with the cannon for 5. Hitting on 6s. Uh-oh.
I could.
No, it's only D3 damage the cannon. You'll be fine. Strength 8, wounding on 3s. 1, -2.
-2. Come on.
4 up save. You'll be fine. Uh-oh. D3 damage for 3. -1 is 2 damage. How many wounds does he start with?
With one gun in Overwatch, you cause more damage than mine.
I've got more guns still to fire. How many wounds do you start with, sir?
Starts with 6. So
Starts with 6, so it's down to 4. Okay. Right, there's a last cannon. No. And then there's 2 heavy bolters. No. Needs a 9. Good luck, sir.
I don't know if I can watch.
No, that's a wound token. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't look.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really, it's an 8.
Oh, no.
Unlucky, man.
Oh,
Unlucky.
He's never managed it yet.
And you're going to get
I'm going to get
tanked.
pulverized.
Yeah. Well, we'll see, eh?
It was a gutsy move.
Let's see if it didn't work out for him, though. It didn't work out for him. Okay, so now, at the end of the battle round, you did 1 damage to me in your turn, and I did 2 to you. Oh. Whoops.
Oh,
but you are not at your effective range at the moment. You prefer mid-range. Your damage is not... I'm not expecting it to come in turn 1.
No, but we'll see.
So,
my commander's in a bit of trouble.
Well, yes.
If he survives with 1 wound, that'll be good.
Yeah, I mean, he is in a spot of bother.
Revolting resilient?
Yes, 2d6. He shrug on 5s. Was it? Of course not.
Yeah, okay.
Of course not.
Two wounds, wasn't it?
It was 2 damage, yeah. So 5s.
Oh!
Nurgle said no. Right then, end of the battle round. 1, 2, 3 objectives to the Imperial Guard. 1, 2, 3 objectives for the Death Guard. No one killed anything. So it's 0-0 as we go into battle round 2. So at the end of the Imperial Guard movement phase, it looks like this. And I have to say, this is thumbnail worthy. I must take a thumbnail picture. Remind me to take a thumbnail picture.
I will do.
Okay, so the Guard have moved. These 2 infantry squads have moved up the centre, looking to put fire into the Poxwalkers. The command squad has moved up behind them to, command them. Last cannons have stayed still. They've seen something big and hard and shooty for their targets.
Yeah, the thing that tried to avoid being shot in the first turn is now in prime fire.
Yeah. The stormtroopers, the platoon veterans disembarked their Chimera. The Chimera, which has a heavy flamer, has moved up to cause some grief to these Plague Marines. I've got some options with these guys because they are in rapid. Some of the last guns are in rapid fire range of the Poxwalker, so I could potentially put fire down there. But we have got a melter gun, a plasma gun in range of that drone. There's also a power fist, so I could run up to it and slap it like a wet fish because the power fist just bounce off the thing. 2 strength 6. But potentially the heavy flamer shots can go into the thing also. I didn't move the wound dice with them. The Sentinel has stayed still, doing what it's told to do, and shoot anything that tries to pass through this way. The Lemon Russ has stayed still and is just going to continually put fire against that Terminator, because Terminators, these are mythical things. The Loyalist Terminators can withstand being hit by star cannons and stuff. Yeah. That's what your average guardsman thinks.
He's revoltingly resilient.
Well, quite.
We'll find out.
Over here, the Valkyrie has come onto the side of the table and dropped off its cargo of Psychers from High Command. The Psychic Choir of the Primaris Psyker and the Weird Veins, who are going to psychic up those guys. The Valkyrie then has choices for where to put its fire. This guy, those guys, those guys. And that is a sort of a movement. You look like you're about to talk. Say something.
I like the way I set up to kind of do a pincer movement. My Poxwalkers were going to absorb stuff and I was going to pincer you. But then you've pincered my pincers.
I have pincered your pincers. Yes, indeed. I think on reflection, with this particular, we should possibly have picked a one with fewer objectives because you have small, expensive units.
Yeah.
So this, I think, is always going to be a struggle for you at this size.
I'm just stretched out a bit.
But it's
a good game.
I have got units you can kill quite easily, and they're in range of you now. So
if I can weather this turn, I might be able to do a bit of a counter punch.
And a good turn of fire from me could be devastating. But it does not always work out like that.
And I might get to create some zombies next turn if I survive.
So I need to put all my fire into the Poxwalkers. Yes,
no.
Got it. So Psychic Phase, spending a command point on Psychic Conclave. You have to do it on a unit of Weird Veins and a Primaris Psyker. Both units get to, get this, add +2 to their Psychic tests and get to cast an extra Psychic power. So, the Weird Veins are going to attempt Smite. Now, they only get 1 dice because they're Weird Veins, but because there's more than 6 in the unit, they get to add +2 to it. And the Conclave means they add another +2 to it. So, I'll even pass on a 1. I pass. On a 7. I don't think you're in denial range.
No, I'm not.
And I do D3 mortal wounds for 2. So that's 2 mortal wounds.
Do you want me to just keep track?
Do you want to just keep track?
Yeah, I'll keep track.
Okay. I'm also going to attempt to cast Mental Fortitude, which is a casting value of 4, so I pass. So the Weird Veins are now not going to fail morale. So that's their 1 spell psychic power they can do naturally, and an extra 1 for the Conclave. So we now go on to Mr. Card. Psychic Maelstrom. So the Primaris Psychic will get +2 to the roll. 8 + 2 is 10, so it's cast on a 7. Pick the unit. On a 2+, they take a mortal wound. That's a mortal wound. Now, on a 3+, they'll take a mortal wound. That's another mortal wound. On a 4+, on a 5+, on a 6+, no.
Currently at 6 mortal wounds.
Now I'm going to smite. Cast on a 7 because of the +2. For another 2 mortal wounds.
8 mortal wounds.
8 mortal wounds in total.
So far, yeah.
So far. So then, then we'll cast Psychic Barrier on the Weird Veins to give them +1 to save, which we cast. All in all, 100% successful trip. Wow. Wow.
Oof.
Wow. I mean, that's 10 Psychers.
Yeah.
It's 10 Psychers. I mean, but
that was quite
wow.
insane.
But wow. I was just saying there was another power I could have taken which debuffs your leadership, but I sort of thought, well, it's never really going to come into it. You know, on reflection, if I ever pull this maneuver again, I think I'd rather have that to then make it more likely the guy runs off.
Yeah.
So that's psychic done and really rather effective. I'm starting to feel a bit guilty.
No, don't.
But not very.
Don't too much.
So, okay, won't. So the Lemon Russ is going to eye up the Lord of Contagion.
The Poxwalkers, right?
Lord of Contagion. Last cannon. Misses. D6 shots with the battle cannon for 2.
Yeah.
1 hit.
Yeah.
Wounding on a 3. No. This is a problem for me.
Yeah.
Heavy bolters. They all hit. Yeah, well, what's his toughness? Is it 5 or 6?
1 second, sorry.
I'll roll.
It is 5.
5. Okay, 3 wounds at -1.
Okay, so save it on 3s.
Fails 1. Just, revoltingly resilient.
He passes.
Passes. He's going to get himself a tank. What guns did I
chop up some psychers?
What? That's also a possibility.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't overwatch with those. I could. The one option was to psychic him to death. I did consider that. But I thought the Lemon Russ would do it.
He should have done it. To be fair, he did more damage in Overwatch than he did in normal shooting.
Well, it's the number. It's the way the dice. It's the way the dice go. Now the Valkyrie.
Shoot the Contagion.
He's got anti-infantry weapons. I think he'll be doing a strafing run against the Poxwalkers.
What's he packing?
He's got 2 missile pods and a multi-laser.
You could crack missile the crap out.
No, they're not. It's not a missile launcher. They're missile pods.
Okay.
No, they are different. So the Valkyrie is going to put the 2 multiple missile pods into the Poxwalkers, and he is going to put the multi-laser into the Lord of Contagion. It's not going to kill him. It can't. But multi-laser, 3 shots, hitting on 4s. 3 hits, strength 6, so wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 saves of 2+.
Woo!
Fails 1, revoltingly resilient.
Woo!
Takes a wound. 2d6 shots against the Poxwalkers. Shame they're not blast. Oh, 3.
Yes.
Strength 5, hitting on, not that. Okay, clearly they have spiraled off and lit that building up like a Catherine wheel. So we just realised in my excitement I've gone out of sequence with the orders. So we're going to resolve those now. Thank you, Gambit. Mm-hmm. First off, the Major is going to issue take aim to the last cannons to fire at the Mephetic Blight Hauler, which means they'll reroll 1s to hit. We're hitting on 4s. Reroll that 1. 2 hits. Strength 9, toughness less than 9. 2 wounds at -3.
-3, so I think I've got a 6.
You've probably got your demon save of 5+.
Which I failed both.
And they have their last cannons, so they're d6 damage each.
Okay, you are.
So 5 -1 becomes 4, and 1 -1 becomes 1. So he's lost a total of 5 wounds.
So 4 remaining.
Then we're going to issue first rank fire, second rank fire to this unit to shoot at those Poxwalkers. So with first rank fire, second rank fire, firing 32 lasgun shots into the Poxwalkers have caused 2 wounds, which they will shrug on 6s.
Yep.
No, so it kills 2 of them. Then D6 hits with a flamer for 2. Because they are, of course, toughness 5 now because of the putrescent vitality. Wounding on 5s. No. 2 killed. Okay, this unit will do similar. Well, won't do the order, but I'll see what's in range to shoot. 1 more shrug of a 6+.
Coming up.
That is cocked.
That is impressive. No.
Okay, killed another one. I think your goal of creating zombies is... I think you're on. Okay. Oh, dearie me. Where to go next?
Mortar? Don't forget your mortar.
I won't forget the mortar. Where do I want to put it? What I will do is I will fire 10 las pistols into that last plague marine. Oh, how I would laugh. 9 from the weird veins hitting on 4s.
Not bad.
Wounding on 5s. 3.
Oh.
3 saves of 3+.
Come on.
2 dies!
Oh no! No!
Oh, hang on. Hang on.
What?
I need a tape measure. These back 2 might not be in. Hang on.
I don't mind.
Hang on. There's good news and bad news, depending very much on your perspective. The good news is he isn't going to suffer the ignominy of being shot by a Primaris Psycho with a las pistol. However, they were all in range, so he has been shot and killed by psychers who can barely open their eyes with las pistols.
A highly successful mission for that team.
Yeah. Well, this is what they were sent up for.
No, I meant my play marine, so I was being sarcastic.
Oh,
they
good.
Just went a little bit to the right and then a little bit to the left, and then just all their brains exploded.
Good. Right, now we've got shoots over here. We've got some units who are only shooting at one thing. So we'll do those first. So the unit of stormtroopers. Now the Hell rifles are 18-inch range. So because I have to deep strike more than 9 inches away, I cannot be in rapid fire range, even if a nanometer might suggest that I am. So it's 1 shot each from the regular stormtroopers, but the plasma guns are in rapid fire range, and there is 1 one Hell pistol. So we've got 8 Hell rifle / pistol shots. Hitting on 3s because stormtroopers. Wounding on 5s because las. 2 at AP -2.
AP -2. Well, 2 fails.
That kills 1.
Kills 1, wounds 1, right?
Oh, sorry, I beg your pardon. I forgot what was on 1
wound.
wound. Yes, it's just 2 damage in total. Now we have 2 plasma guns hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s because strength 7. -3, so 3 saves of 6+. 1 gets through, so takes a wound and then moves on to another one. So even though technically in the rules I'm not firing the last gun arrays because they are there to be fired by passengers. In fact, it might actually say you can't fire them if you're not. Either way, I'm not firing them. But there is a heavy flamer, which is going to hit twice and wound once. Save before.
Yay!
Yes. I'm glad you Then a heavy bolter. Hits once. Doesn't wound. Okay. Feeling a little bit less guilty now. I now need to decide what to do with the veterans. So there is a stratagem for the veterans. Let me go and check it. So the veterans, I've spent a command point on Experienced Eye, which gives them an extra -1 AP in shooting. I'm going to put the heavy flamer down that fire corridor into the Plague Marines and everything else into the Blight Drone. I'm not going to take the extra point of AP on the heavy flamer because an Experienced Eye, all he's doing is, he's got a hose. I don't care how experienced your eye is. He hits 6 times.
What?
Wounds on 4s. 2 at -1.
2 at -1.
Pass 1, fail 1, kills the guy. Yeah. And everyone else is going into the drone. The melter gun hits on a 3 because veteran. Wounds on a 3 because strength 8, toughness 7. Wounds. AP -5, but demon 5 plus. Oh man, you are due. D6 plus 2 because of the range. For a total of 4, -1 is 3.
So it's down to 9, I believe.
He starts with 12.
Down to 6.
Down to 6, okay.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
2 plasma gun shots. 1 hit, 1 miss. Wounding on a 4. Wounds -5, so demon save again.
5 plus.
Yes. Woo-hoo! And then a boatload of las. 1 save at AP -1 from the las fire. Yeah. Saves. So he's down to...
He's done 6.
6. And the hauler is down to 4. What am I more scared of? What will the major want taking out? He will want the heavy thing taking out. Oh, will he? He's got last guns for... Yeah. He will, yeah. No, where did I fire it last time? The plasma cannon.
I think you fired it at the...
Plague Marines. Oh, the drone. I'm going to fire at the drone, I think. Fire at the drone. D3 shots for 3. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. 2 wounds. 5 plus demon saves.
Okay, come on.
1 pass, 1 fail.
Sorry.
So what's he... Takes another point of damage. What's he on now? What's he got left?
5.
5 left.
Yep.
Okay, let's mark him up then. Then my remaining shooting... I
just want to make sure I'm not shooting you. Yeah, I think it's 5 left, wasn't it? Because you did 3 before, and then that was the extra one. Yeah,
sounds right. So just the mortar left to fire. There's no obvious target for the mortar really, except probably the poxwalkers. That's really where it's going to go. So it's a blast weapon, so that is going to be 6 shots. Hitting on 4. Were they -1 to hit or anything?
No, just the extra toughness.
Okay, so hitting on 3s, because I forgot, because it's a veteran unit, because it's the command squad.
Wow.
They all hit. Wounding on 5s, though, because toughness 5. 2. 2 shrugs.
Shrugs on 6s. Ooh, make 1, fair 1.
Okay, another poxwalker dies. Every little helps. So, now the question is, with 5 wounds remaining, do I want to charge at the thing that can overwatch with heavy flamers? I don't want to charge for that very obvious reason. I'm going to have a power fist, but that's only really going to be useful if he charges me. And he is in a target-rich environment. He might not go for them. Or on the other hand, he might go for them. He's got options, of course. These guys could come this way. He could go and deal with those. There's no guarantees, so I'm not going to do that. Although there is a power sword on the... There's a power sword on the stormtroopers. Would they be that foolish? Maybe. A unit of stormtroopers could be that foolish, but not these ones. These are more sensible. Yeah, no charges, no more gun. Morale. You lost 3 over here, mate.
3, yep, so it's potential.
You could say fail on 6. So one of them runs away.
You could go.
Then, now I assume you're not affected by... We need to check your rules.
Yeah, I don't think this has happened to me before.
I don't think you certainly... I'm pretty sure... We need to read your book.
Yeah.
So yeah, as we were trying to express from the niggling at the back of our minds, no modifiers to the combat attrition tests. So roll once for each, and ones will withdraw. Another one backs away.
Which one? Plasma.
I'd have gone the other way, mate.
Really?
Well, yeah, the Chimera's toughness 7.
I I need to kill people, I think.
Oh, fair enough. Oh man, that was painful. But you've lost effectively two of your Plague Marine squads, but everything else is practically untouched. your general's down.
My general survived, and I really didn't expect that to happen. So he could go in and clank.
And there's a stratagem, I think, where he can regain wounds. So it's worth reading that before you have your turn. So you've been hurt, but I've not done anything like as much to you as I think it feels like. You've got your vehicles left. They can regain wounds as well. Your Poxwalkers are pretty much undamaged. You've got your Sorcerer. You've got your Lord of Contagion.
This next turn is going to be interesting.
Yeah, it is.
I think I need to do some heavy damage.
You need a good turn. You need a good turn.
But it's not quite over yet.
So let's see if you get a good turn.
Let's do this.
Here we are after the Death Guard movement phase. Gambit, talk me through your movement, sir.
Right, this will be quick. There's not a lot to move. So, Plague Marines.
Yep.
Revenge.
They
want to go straight into
Spite.
So, yeah, and they want to tear them up as much as possible. The drones come over really to cover the objective, but also to spew all over those veterans.
Yeah.
Because they deserve it.
They're hard, yeah.
Prolific Blighthall has come round here, and he was actually going to think about shooting the blooming tough tank. But if he takes the Sentinel out, potentially...
It's a kill
and it's
an objective. Yeah.
And he might be able to. I think
he's also got some kind of vomit attack, hasn't he? That could do some damage there.
Zombies, brains, forwards.
Brains.
With the Necronius in the middle there.
Yeah,
that should be fun.
What about that unit?
Well, they've just taken a break.
Okay,
they've taken a break.
What was
your Lord of Contagion that miraculously survived?
What was your dilemma? Because there was a lot of measuring over here.
So it was whether I go around and try and take out those cycles, because it would be quite cool for the Lord of Contagion to go in and start chopping them up.
But he's got the weapon that
causes mega damage rather than attacks.
Yeah.
So if I stay with a normal weapon, I think you get ×2 attacks, which would make it 10.
10, and you could really scythe through them. Yeah.
But as it is, it's 5 attacks at the moment. I think it's 5, maybe 6, but not enough.
I think you said 5 earlier.
Yeah.
But also, if you kill the tank, you can nip into that cover and then start heading through this way.
And I bump you off another objective.
And chomping through. Oh, you do.
So, if things go well, I think they're going to have to go above average. But if things go well this turn, you know.
Okay. So, Psychic Phase.
First one is going to be Putrescent Vitality again.
On the Poxwalkers again?
Yeah, Poxwalkers.
Okay, go for it.
Which is cast on
an 11.
So
it's close.
Definitely
it's cast, yep.
Now, because he's cast a spell and he's within his Poxwalker.
Pestilential Fallout.
Causes 1 mortal wound.
Yep.
But then his ability is to return I think it's D3 Poxwalkers back to
every time
he casts a spell.
Every time you cast a spell. Okay.
I am just because
I
have it here.
Kills a guardsman.
Yeah, psychic test of 7 or more, it kills you. Poxwalkers within 6 return up to D3 destroyed models in that unit.
D3?
Coming back. For 1.
So, a Poxwalker being added to that unit. However, I don't know if you can tell, we had a moment where rather than returning Gambit's Poxwalkers to the unit, I've actually got for my old Death Guard unit, I've got kit bashed dead guardsmen. Yeah. So we're using those as the dead guardsmen, which is pretty cool.
It's very cool. So then my next spell is going to be
Psychic Power.
Psychic Power is going to be Miasma of Pestilence, which is going to go on the Malefic Blighthall.
Okay.
-1 to hit. Cast on a 7, this one, I think. Whatever it is. 11, it's cast.
So that does another point of damage over here and kills another guardsman. The second guardsman of the day to die.
Let's get some back for 1.
One more guardsman.
It's still more than I had before. Yay!
It makes me so happy.
I feel like I'm winning.
Okay, that must be it for Psychic Phase.
Yep, Psychic Phase. Done.
Shooting, rooting and tooting. So, kicking off the shooting phase with the Mephetic Blighthauler shooting at the Armoured Sentinel.
Crack missile.
Hitting on 3.
It hits on a 3. Just wounding on 3.
No. 2 shots with a multi-melter.
Come on.
3s. 1. Could do it. Wound on a 3. Wounds. Punches straight through the armour. D6 damage.
4,
For 5.
Oh.
1 wound remaining.
Did anything else see that
Oh.
blooming thing? I'll check in a minute.
Possible.
Ooh.
No,
Oh,
I don't know that they can.
Oh.
Oh,
Can zombies shoot?
They could throw a gun.
They can drool.
Okay, what's his bile more?
His bile spurt, the bile more is. I just want to check whether it's an auto hit. It's not. It's D3 assault weapon.
Okay.
So
D3 for 2.
Hitting on
3s.
1 hit.
Strength.
Strength 6.
2.
2s. Reroll
No,
1
because
of
plague weapon.
Fine.
You re-rolled the 1. Good lad. Good lad. Your legs have melted off. Your cabin's exposed. The reactor is going
all
crazy.
that shot to chip the paint on this,
Yeah,
and then that one's kind of like literally just holding together.
Like N209 that's had a dodgy encounter with a Robocop.
Yes, very much so. Right. Okay. So next, the plague drain's going to spew all over those veterans.
Okay, 2d6 hits for 8.
That's okay. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Oh, hang on. Now, I was thinking of doing take cover, but I'm not going to on reflection.
Okay, so 8 hits, wounding on 2.
2, strength 6. That's
wound.
8 wounds at AP -1. So that saves of 6+ as it melts through flak armour. 3 saves, kills 5. Let's kill the nearest 5.
Okay.
Ow! So the drone melting, amongst other things, the heavy flamer, the melter, and the plasma gun in that veteran unit there. Then these plague marines, I was going to say guardsmen, death guardsmen, plague marine things, are going to fire at the stormtroopers.
Okay.
A plasma gun.
Yeah, not overcharging.
Not overcharging.
Which is just as well.
Well, yeah.
1 hit, 1 wound.
Kills 1.
And then the light launcher. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, you're getting all the junk in at the edge of the table.
2 hits.
Yep.
Wounding on
2s.
2 wounds.
AP
Sorry.
minus.
AP -2.
2 6s. 1 pass, 1 fail. Killed another 1. We have 2 stormtroopers down.
Okay.
Then Necrosius kills 1 guardsman with his, what was it called, a pox pistol?
Yeah.
With his pox pistol. Quite a nice pistol. But, you know, a guardsman's a guardsman.
It's a marine killing pistol, really.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so charges. We're in the charge phase. So, the Plague Marines into the Stormtroopers who will Overwatch.
Okay. 5.
That makes it.
Just in.
That's just in. Let's do the Overwatch. So there are 2 saves to take from the Overwatch. 1 at -3, so save for 6. Fails. And 1 at -2 also fails. So 1 is slain on the way in. So that is going to make you charge longer.
Ah.
The agony of choice, eh? Right, now the Mephitic Blight Hauler wants to eat some of these
you've got
fleshy
fleshy things,
things.
but I can eat things.
Power Fist is -1 damage, and because it's on a human, not a marine.
Oh, it's still only
strength 6.
That's true. So okay, could be worse. Right, going in.
That's it.
Yep.
Nom 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 nom. Then Poxicus and the Necroticus and the Plague and the Poxwalkers. Sounds like a band, an 80s band.
Okay, coming in for
7. That's definitely in. Then over here, also Overwatch.
Really? You sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, they're just shooting until one of them dies. They're emptying their ammo bin. D6 with the cannon for 1.
Whoa.
On a 6.
Whoa.
No. Last cannon.
Whoa.
No. Heavy bolters. No. Nothing.
I like the way the Swords of Contagious popped up in front of the tank and they've gone, shoot everything at it.
Everything.
And again, it's still coming.
Go on, roll. Don't get a snake eyes. That's not a snake eyes. He makes it.
Right.
So we're starting over here with the Lone Marine with his 2 attacks.
He's going for it. Coming in.
Hits once. Wounding on a 2.
Yes,
Because
of
minus 1 toughness. Saving on... Is there any minus?
No.
I don't. Saving on a 4+. The carapace armour holds.
Okay.
So the Pathetic Blight Hauler.
I need to look that up, but I am going to use a strategy because it makes me laugh every time. Demonic Gluttony. So until the end of your phase, each time an enemy model is destroyed by an attack made by the engine, the demon engine regains 1 lost wound because he's eaten him.
Yeah, last time you ate Corn Berserker, I seem to remember.
Much fun, much fun. Right, so let me just have a quick look. Sorry.
So it's 3 attacks. So was it 4 attacks? Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay.
1 hit. Strength 6, but they're down to toughness 2 now, and AP minus 2, so 2+ to kill. So he's right by this guy, so we can eat that guy, and then nom 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 nom
nom nom. And he's back up.
Is he going to pile in to just nom 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 nom?
In there. I was hoping for a bit more. Now.
Yeah, you were unlucky there.
It happens. So we need to work out how many hits I get, but I'm also going to play another stratagem.
What's that then?
Which is my Plague Company stratagem, which is the Wrathful Dead, which is reroll to hit. So they are also strength 4 now.
4. Are they strength 3, toughness 4 naturally?
I think so, yeah.
And it's a psychic power, not a spell. Oh no, I mean you could argue it's a spell.
What I need to do is just check whether they also use contagion. So.
Well, he does, even if they don't, and he's there.
Crozius. Okay.
So yes.
So yeah, they start base 3 strength, so they're strength 4.
I'm toughness 2, so it's 2s to wound. So it's reroll to hit and 2s to wound.
2 to wound.
Whoa. 9 are in range with 2 attacks each. Roll to hit. What are they hitting on?
They are hitting on 4s.
4s with a reroll. 18 attacks.
Coming in.
4s with a reroll.
Okay.
That looks pretty good.
That's not bad.
2 more, man. There's a 2 and a 3 in there.
Sorry, I'm tired.
So we're both tired.
Okay. Right, here we go. Let's move those out of the way.
Our plan to be finished early has not come to fruition.
That's right. Right?
Yeah. It's like Parkinson's Law of Wargaming. The game will expand to fill the time available.
I'll be home by midnight.
No.
Right, so.
We're on 2 because I'm down to toughness 2 and your strength is up to 4.
I'm a plague weapon.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
No.
10, 11, 12. 12 saves. Any AP on those?
No. Pretty sure. No.
Saving on 5. So that's 3 saves. It's 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's the squad. So 7 guardsmen were slain and 7 poxwalkers created. Now the book says to the maximum of the starting size of the unit, but I have absolutely insisted that Gambit puts down 7 zombies because that's how many guardsmen were killed. Because this is ruddy awesome. It's narrative and that's what should be happening, so that's what we're doing. And I'll brook no arguments, none.
It does look very cool with the zombie guardsmen. And I do like the idea of one unit just watching their mates just go, Steve, you're right, Steve. Steve, stop eating me, Steve. Steve.
What's that look in your eye?
Yes, right.
Okay.
Order contagion against this tank. Let's see if we can take out a tank.
Tanks.
This thing. So, 5 attacks.
Now I know the Lehman Russ tank has better stats on because of the balanced data slate, but that's a match play thing and we're not using it, so I'm having the stats that are in the book.
I don't know what the stats are. You can tell me anything.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't really telling you.
Okay. So I'm going to
I was
play...
really making the point for the people who are saying, why aren't you using the balanced data slate? Because it's a match play thing.
So I am going to play another stratagem here for Eternal Hatred, which should mean that I'm wounding that tank on 2.
So what does it do? +1 to wound?
Sorry, +1 to wound. Yeah,
okay, so
reroll.
What's your strength of the weapon? Let's do
Actually,
the
let's do the hitting.
hitting.
Let's work it out. So hitting on 2s, 5 attacks.
Yep. I mean, you might roll 5 once. I mean, you didn't.
There you go.
For once.
And then with my strength 4, it's ×2 with its uber weapon, which I am desperately trying to...
It's going to wound on 3s because I'm toughness 7, which means you will wound on 2s with Eternal Hatred.
Okay. For the 2s. Now
4
it's a
2s.
plague weapon.
It is a plague weapon.
So reroll the 1.
Okay. 5. What is the AP?
Oh, I didn't roll any 6s, did I? No. -3 and 3 damage each.
-3, so saves of 6s. No 6s. That's 5 get through, 15 damage. That is the tank.
Whoa! Out of curiosity, how many wounds does it have?
12? 12.
Oh, I didn't know whether
12.
it was done by like 1
No.
or something.
But it might explode.
Oh!
It explodes. How many mortal wounds does an exploding Lehman Rust do? Please be D6. It's D3. He's hit the power core. Now you might
overcooked it a little.
You might. I mean, who knows? For 3 revoltingly resilient saves.
Come on.
Oh, he makes 1. He's got 1 wound remaining. Oh, I'm going to drop a mortar shell on his face. Stormtroopers attack back. First off, the sergeant with the power sword, hitting on 3s.
What?
2 hits, strength 3, so wounding on 5s. 1 wound at AP -3.
Come on with a 6. That's
No,
not a 6.
takes a wound. 7 attacks from the Stormtroopers, hitting on 4s. 1 hit. Wounding on a 5. 1 save of 3+. He makes it. So he's got 1 wound remaining.
Might leg it though.
Got 1 wound remaining. He might, but you could spend command points to keep him if you wanted to.
Okay.
You might have to. Okay, so 3 veteran guardsmen and the sergeant. The 3 veterans all hit.
Whoa.
Don't wound, unsurprisingly. The sergeant hits once. Wounds on a 5 with his power fist. No. Then some stuff needs to happen here. And the infantry squad fight back and have caused 5 wounds, saving on 6s. 1 save, 4 are destroyed. So, morale phase. It's only the veterans to take a test because the Poxwalkers are fearless. The veteran squad, the infantry squad that took a lot of damage, died.
Well,
they've taken no damage.
Died is questionable.
They definitely died. They're still mobile.
Yeah, they're still moving.
This unit, leadership of 7, they lost 6. So they need a 1. The Emperor protects. I mean, Gerald's legs are still flapping in the end. Just munching on him, and they're pulling his legs. Yeah, they're pulling his legs, and the legs come away. So this is where it's interesting. We need to count up the objectives. Now Gambit has measured and remeasured and measured again, and the Chimera is just in range of that objective. So that is contested, and no one holds it. This objective is held by a wounded, limping sentinel. So that's 1 to me. No one is holding that central objective.
No, I'm sure there was something on that.
They were. They ran away.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, there are 11 Poxwalkers in range of that objective and 10 guardsmen.
Ooh,
So that's 1 objective each. No, sorry. That's 2 to me. Sorry, yeah, there is 1 each. That's a tie. Well, that's 1 each. And then over here is Mr. Explodey Face, who is taking it to 2-1 on the objectives to the Death Guard. So you get the objective point at the end of turn 2. Now, I killed a unit of Plague Marines. 1 unit.
Yeah.
I killed nothing else. I've killed a lot of bits, but nothing full. You've killed the Lehman Russ and an infantry squad. You've killed 2 units this battle round. So you get the point for that as well. So as we go into battle round 3, the score is 2 to the Death Guard and 0 to the Imperial Guard. We've got some work to do, lads.
Crushing here.
Okay, so the Guard have moved. So what's happened? Nothing's really changed over here. They're going to somehow club that Space Marine to death. The Chimera is revving its engine, trying to sort of nose butt the thing, but not getting too close to it. This is here for redundancy of targets. There are multiple things it could shoot at. The veterans have fallen back from the combat with because they pulled out Gerald's legs and dropped them and backed the hell off onto that objective. Now over here, this last cannon has stayed still because it has got line of sight to that Pathetic Blight Hauler. These 2 have moved around here. They're going to be shooting down there. This unit has fallen back, and I'm going to be using Get Back in the Fight on them. I've also spied Grenadiers, and I don't care how effective it is, I am throwing 10 grenades at that horde of zombies. I care not a jot. The Valkyrie has gone into hover mode. I probably should check that hover mode is still a thing. I'm kind of assuming it can do that. I probably need to check it can do that. 1 minute. Yes, it totally can. So we're going to see streaking fire and
Heavy bolters.
No, multi-laser. Started with the wrong thing. Multi-laser. The doors are going to open and the crew are going to get the heavy bolters out and start putting fire down, which I forgot to do last turn. And over here, the choir of Weird Vein Psychers has moved on to this objective, ready to psychically annihilate any more of the forces of chaos that push it from this direction, whilst the Primaris Psyker is going to live up to his reputation and training and annihilate the mind of this Chaos Lord. So, that's where we are. In fact, we're starting there.
Yeah, psychic phase. Let's see what happens.
So, first off, Smite.
Ooh.
Fails on a 4.
Ooh, that
Okay.
makes things interesting.
So, we're going for Maelstrom. Cast on a 7. I mean, I've not left myself any redundancy here. I've got 2 powers to do it with.
Whoa!
That's not a 7.
Ooh.
Okay, so I'm not going to take you off that objective, and I'm not going to get the kill point unless I divert some of the Valkyrie fire, or possibly even drop a mortar on your head. I might have to drop a mortar on your head. Okay, well, first off, we're going to issue Get Back in the Fight, and then use Grenadiers and throw 10 grenades, doing 10 D6 attacks. This is going to require buckets and probably things that happen off camera. So 10 D6 attacks has done 9 wounds, shrugging on 6s. Not a 1. Ooh. 9 are dead. Ooh. Oh yes.
6.
9. Nice. So then issuing Take Aim to the last cannons. -1 to hit because of Miasma of Pestilence. The 2 of them moved, so they're an additional -1 to hit, but rerolling 1s for Take Aim. So the 2 that are on -2 will hit on 6s, rerolling 1s. That's a 6. And this one will hit on 5s, rerolling 1s. No. So wounding on a 3. Yes, demonic save of 5+, sir. Woo! Yes. Okay.
Makes things interesting.
It does. It does indeed. So I think the Primaris Psyker is going to Vox negative, unable to, primary target not destroyed, at which point the mortar is going to be yanked in this direction to fire at that guy for 6 shots. 6 shiny shots. Hitting on 3s because veterans. 4 hits, strength 4, toughness 5. Running on 5s. 2 saves of 2+. Oh no! Revoltingly resilient. 5+. Does he save it? Does he save it?
Come on.
Yay! Oh, he will not die. Ah.
Well done, Susan.
Right. Ah. How to split up the Valkyrie shots. How to split up the Valkyrie? I need to think about this. After about 20 minutes of agonising, I'm going to put all the shots into the Poxwalkers. The general can wait. 2d6 shots with the multiple missile pods for 8. Hitting on, is it 4s? I assume 4s? Ballistic skill. 4+, yes. Hitting on 4s. 1. Toughness is 5 at the moment, so 4s to wound. Neg 1, so...
sorry, it's a shrug, isn't it?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, should mention that the other 2 guardsmen of the command squad and the major also killed a Poxwalker earlier. Right, 2 heavy bolters hitting on 4s. 4 hits, wounding on 4s. 2. Now you have to do 2 for each one this time.
Okay,
2 at a
so
time.
first one.
Dead.
Dead. Second one. Dead.
Dead. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to kill him. Not even close. And then the multi-laser. 2 hits, wounding on 3s. 1 wound.
Which I do not shrug.
Nothing like enough. Nothing like enough.
Else?
Okay. There's some stuff over here, but not a lot. Okay, Hell Pistol into the Plague Marine Sergeant. Hits. Wounds on a 5. No. Right, Heavy Bolter and Heavy Flamer into the drone. Heavy Flamer hits 5 times. Wounds on 5s. 3 at -1. 3 at -1.
Oh, sorry.
So 2 damage.
2 damage. Down to
Down
3.
to 3 wounds. 3 shots with Heavy Bolter. Hits twice, wounding on 5s. No. So the Sentinel could, in theory, kill the thing. He said D3 shots against the Plague Drone. Can't now. Hitting on 4s. 2 hits, wounding on 4s. 1 wound. Demonic save of 5+.
No.
No. Down to 2. Getting there. Fired. Can't fire because they fell back. Fell back and fired. Good lads. Fired. Not in range for firing. You are fired. Never mind being fired. Charge phase. Well, they fell back because they can't charge. There's no other charges, so we're on to ongoing combats. It's your turn, so you get to pick first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, 2
hits. 2
Plague
weapon.
Yep.
2 saves of 4+. Yep.
Roll.
Carapace armor holds firm. The power sword hits once. Wounds. Save of 6. No. He dies. I kill a unit. Finally. Is that the first unit I've killed?
No, you killed the other player.
Oh, it's the second. Yeah, okay. 1 unit. That's not going to be enough. You are going to kill more than 1 unit in your turn. Speaking of which, Death Guard turn 3. So in the command phase, Gambit playing the dead walk again. Roll 7d6 and each 3 up picks up another Poxwalker.
Woohoo! 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay!
No. So at the end of the movement phase, the Poxwalkers they've got closer and they got better. How How? The Lord of Contagion is very annoyed and walking very slowly towards the nearest enemy, the target of his malice. The Mephitic Blight Hauler is staying put because he's in a target-rich environment and can just turn around and chew on those guards for in a minute. The drone has hovered over towards these things and is about to spew and acid them, and then depending on what happens, charge something, potentially charge something, maybe charge something. Maybe they'll be charging. They might be charging. Mm-hmm. But first, psychic phase.
Okay, so we're going to do... what's it called again?
Putrescent Vitality.
Thank you.
Plus 1 strength, plus 1 toughness.
Yeah, you know who's going
cast
on.
on.
Straight on the Poxwalkers.
Cast
on a 6, I think it was. It's a 6 or a 7. I'll roll and we'll check.
Okay. So it's definitely cast. I'm trying to deny that with the Primaris Psyker. So I need an 8 or more to deny. It's an 8. I deny.
Okay, so you know what happens next. So
what?
D3.
You didn't cast a spell.
Oh no, do you cast it on an O?
I denied it.
With the no. Okay, so
no Pestilential Fallout, no Poxwalkers.
Oh, okay. So what's the other one? Miasma of Pestilence. I'm going to go on that, and it's going to go on the Poxwalkers.
Okay.
It's not going to go on the
Poxwalkers. And the Weird Veins were in range to deny that as well. I'm getting... This is what they're here for, the psychic might.
They're doing good. Psychic phase over.
Okay. The shooting phase. There's no guns over there. There's 1 pistol over here. You going to kill someone with a pistol?
Yeah, 2 shots. Hitting on 3s.
Yeah.
2 hits. Wounding on 2s.
2s, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely wounded.
AP minus 2.
I think it was.
Okay. Bang, bang. Kills 2.
Okay, now this is where I've got to think. Well...
Do you though? It's the same dilemma I had. You can do a definite kill, or you can try for 2 kills.
Go for glory.
The only way you can do 2 kills is to put the multi-melter into the Chimera and the crack missile into the Sentinel. That's the only way round it works. You can't do enough wounds to the Chimera with the crack missile, and you can't split the shots from the multi-melter.
I do have the assault weapon though as well, which is in range. So for the D3 hits, so I'm still under it. I'm going to put the multi-melter into
the multi-melter.
Yeah, I don't know.
The choice is made. What he has chosen is crack missile and bile spurt into the Sentinel and multi-melter into the Chimera. Going for both.
Yeah, glory.
Going for glory. Okay, where are we starting?
Let's go for the crack missile.
Crack missile, hit on a 3.
Woo.
Hits. Wounding on a 3. Wounds. -2. Saving on a 5. No. D6 damage. Doesn't matter. It's got it. Does it explode? No. The pilot possibly makes an escape. That's a unit killed. We're now tied on unit deaths.
Okay. Multi-melter. Come in.
Hits once. Can't kill it.
Wounding on...
Not that. You needed a 3. 2 does not cut it. But you have taken me off an objective and you have
killed a
unit.
Okay. So... Plague drone is going to spew all over those.
Now it's your strength that goes down as your... Oh no, that might have been last edition. How many... Does he degrade?
I don't think he does. No, because his wounds 9.
I used to, right, yeah.
So 2d6 auto hits for...
11.
I want to eat them.
Goodness me. So strength 6, toughness currently 2, so wounding on 2s. That's all 11. So that's 11 at AP -1. Carapace armour of 4+ goes down to 5+. Saving on 5, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 dead. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 there. They're gone. Charge phase. I must admit to being a little disappointed at them all being melted into a pile of goo.
So am I. I wanted to eat some of them.
But my heart bleed. Well, my heart melted.
Yes.
Dissolved. Okay, so you're charging the Chimera with the drone.
Yeah.
That's in.
Yeah, that's done it. Yoink.
You're charging the veterans with the Blight Hauler.
Most definitely.
That's in. You're charging the infantry squad with both these units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's in.
That's in.
And then
We need
the long bomb.
Yeah, needs an 8.
Come on. Can't fail me twice, can you?
Well, it could. And
Yeah,
has. Yes.
He never makes it.
It's not his game, but he's still alive.
He's still in the fight.
So where are we starting?
So we're going with the fetid bloke train, who's going to probe your tank
Jolly good.
with 4 attacks, hitting on 3s.
Brace my exhaust port. 4 hits.
4 hits. So it's strength 6, your toughness 7, but
Minus
you're
ones.
-1.
Yeah.
So 4s.
2.
2 through, and it's -2, 1 damage each.
Saves at 5.
It's a plague weapon.
Yeah, reroll them. It's a plague
2.
weapon. Okay, 1 passed, 1 failed. Takes a point of damage down to 8.
Okay, so
The Blight Hauler had 4 attacks last time.
it does, and I'm going to play my demonic gluttony.
Okay,
again
another
for
command
another
point.
Command point.
You just want it. Yeah. That's it. Close enough. 4
so
attacks hitting on 3s.
2 hits.
Not quite as bad as last time. 2s to wound.
2 to wound. 2 through.
But it was 2 to kill, wasn't it? It's -2, is it?
It is -2. Yes.
Okay, -2. So
Nom,
2
nom, nom, nom,
2 dead there. Oh, and it goes back up to 7. It's eating so many people.
Tasty. Right, so on to the Pops Walkers, where I'm going to play Rashful
Dead.
Rashful Dead. They're very rash.
Right, yes, indeed. Very itchy, bit of flaky skin.
Okay, so 2, 4, 6.
No, he's not in, buddy.
Okay.
It's basically 2 ranks. So he's within an inch, or is it half an inch? I can't remember. He's within range of those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
10. Okay, so that's 20.
20 attacks.
Which is all the dice. Don't even need to count them.
All the dice.
Hitting on 4s with a reroll. Here we go.
Oh, I feel queasy. But you are only strength 3, but I'm currently toughness 2. Well, at least it's 3s and not 2s to wound.
Okay.
In a minute.
That was a bad second roll, but never mind. So, on 3s.
So what's that?
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
9 saves of 5 plus 3, 6, 9.
Woo!
Save 3, kills 6. Okay, attacks back. The Chimera did nothing. The 2 guardsmen, the 2 veterans, the sergeant with his power fist hits twice, wounds twice. -3 twice.
Goes through?
Goes through.
Twice.
I think they're 2 damage each now, a power fist. So, but because of discussing the resilient. So it takes 1 off each time, so 2 off.
4 left.
The regular guardsman hits, wounds, a save of 3 plus from the regular guardsman. He's
regular guardsman.
He's sticking his bayonet up the moor. I've killed that already once over.
Yeah,
it just,
it keeps eating you.
I know, and then 3 attacks from the sergeant, 1 from the guardsman. 3 hits, wounding on 5s. Nothing doing there. Necrosius in the middle of his pack, can't get to anyone to attack them. At the end of battle round... Oh no, we've got some morale to take. These guys need a 1. That's not a 1. So he runs
Oh.
and the other guy will run in a 1 or 2. He is dragged down by the Poxwalkers. So that's another unit destroyed. They lost 2. That is not enough to make him run. So, units you killed this battle round. You killed that unit of that
guard,
that infantry unit, the stormtroopers, and the sentinel. You killed 3. I killed a plague marine. So I killed 1. So you get the point for that. Objectives, however, I'm on that one, ironically. So I'm on 1, 2. You've got this one. That's a tie.
2.
And no one's got that one.
Yeah.
So I get a point. I've got a point on the board. It's 3-1 to the Death Guard at the end of battle round 3. This is not looking good for the Hammer of the Emperor. So, at the end of the movement phase, Chimera has stayed put. The veterans pulling back in good order onto that objective. The last cannons do still have line of sight. That is a building that's below 5 inches in height. We can shoot through it. The Major refusing to take a step backwards, relying on the Valkyrie to do something, which it may or may not do. The Primaris Psyker has advanced forward. He's running with the ethereal winds around him, intent on throwing psychic death at this thing.
Yeah, I like his bravery.
Which may or may not happen. The Weird Vein Psyker's moving over here to give him cover should he need it. Speaking of which, Psychic Phase, Smite! 7. You need an 8 to deny.
Am I in range?
Yes,
I think I am on time.
2 foot you easily are.
Go for it. No!
D3 mortal wounds. 3 wounds. Can he shrug them?
No!
He can shrug one of them, but he goes down.
That's a unit out as well.
That's a kill. 1, I doubt, of many. Do I want to cast any other psychic powers? I really don't think I do. I don't want to run the risk of exploding my brains. So we're going to orders. So I think we'll do take aim here. So the ones to reroll 1s to hit. I'm shooting through a dense building, so -1. I can't remember if it does technically count as dense, but I'm treating it as dense. So 5s to hit, rerolling 1s.
Ooh.
And a 1, 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. 2 wounds. 2 demon saves of 5+. 1 pass, 1 fail. 5 or more kills it. Oh!
Down to 1. You could try and shoot it with the las guns.
I know!
That would be,
No, they fell back.
Oh no,
They fell back. They fell back. I mean, I could drop the mortar onto it. Or I could put the Valkyrie onto it. Or... Okay, I'm going to do first rank fire, second rank fire on this unit. 3 las guns into them. So it's going to be 6 las gun shots. No. 3, they're going to be rapid fire 2, which means there's going to be 4, so it's going to be 12 las gun shots from the 3 models, and the 1 model firing the mortar. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm very tired. I think it is. Then the mortar will drop onto the Blight Hauler. So the mortar on the Blight Hauler for 5 shots. Hitting on 3s because these are veterans. 5 hits, wounding on 5s. 3 saves of regular save.
Ooh.
Fails 1. Does it explode? I don't know what its exploding number is.
Can I play a command point just to deliberately make it blow?
I know you used to be able to, I don't know if you can still. Blows up doing 1 mortal wound. That's another kill. Oh! Then 12 last gunshots into these Poxwalkers. Hitting on come back. Hitting on 4s. 4s. Come on. They're right there. How can you miss? How can so many of you miss? I mean, but that's a wall of zombies. I mean, I can understand you not wounding, but how can you miss?
Their friends.
The less of that from you. We're ending on 5s. 1. How very dare you? How very dare you? Right. The Chimera, Heavy Flamer, 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. 2 wounds at -1, saves of 4+.
Always okay.
The Heavy Bolter hits 3 times, wounding on 5s. Wounds twice, saves of 4+.
Oh no.
2 damage, -1 each, but it only has 2 wounds. Does it
gone.
explode?
Ooh, good point. No.
It does not. 3 kills. And you're running out of...
running out of units here.
Running out of everything. Right. Valkyrie. Come on, Valkyrie. 2d6 shots. 11.
Oh.
Right. Now, that's not hits. That's shots. You have not been very accurate. That's better. You're approaching average. I will take that. Your toughness 4 now, though, so I'm going on 3s. That's 5. These are 2 damage each, so you need to make 2 6s. Okay. So roll them. If you get any 6s, so dead.
2.
Dead.
3.
Dead.
4.
Dead.
5.
Alive! Hey, it was worth rolling it all.
2, 3, 4.
Right, Heavy Bolters. Hitting on 4s. 1. Winning on a 4. Yes. Another 2. Just 2 damage. Another one died. And then the multi-laser misses. We have an errant plague dice there, sir.
Sorry.
An errant dice. How about guns? They've not in range of anything, neither is he. They've all fired. He hasn't fired. Last pistol. Hits. Doesn't win.
Annoyed me that one guardsman. One guardsman.
Oh, come on. I'd be trying to kill that horse.
Morale is a thing.
He's eating it. He can't fail.
Oh, can he not?
Not with 1 dead. He's leaves you for 7. Now, would the Major just charge?
Depends what kind of guy he is. Would he get his cronies to charge first and hang at the back? That's the Ultramar way, right?
Listen, Dark Angel. I need to think. Why do I need to think? I mean, we're going to get charged. When we get charged, we'll die. But does charging him first do anything? Well, it kills a few, but then it means you can just put them back this turn when you kill the ones of mine in return. No, we're going to stand there. We're shelling the area with constant bombardment. We don't want to walk into that. The smoke should clear in a moment. They should all be destroyed. That is what should happen at this point.
There's not a lot left, is there, really? Let's face it.
Okay, so Death Guard turn 4. So 6 Poxwalkers picked up in the command phase. Damn it!
Yeah.
And they're moving in for the kill. Necrosius has now broken from the pack. He spies other targets. Psychic phase, what you doing?
So I'm going to do Miasma or Pestilence.
Okay.
Which is nice one to hit. Which is cast on, which one's this? There's a stone right on the one. It's the 6th one.
It's not cast.
Cast. And then Putescent Vitality, which is on the 7.
Also not cast.
Also not cast. Oh, that's
man.
Shooting phase.
Yep.
How much wounds do those las cannon things have?
2.
2. Alright, okay. I'm going to shoot them then with my pistol.
Yeah, that you might.
Hitting on 3s. 2 hits.
2 hits, yeah. Strength
Wounding
is, yeah.
on... What's the toughest?
3.
3, is it?
What's
Minus
2
1,
now?
Yeah. Wounding on that.
Minus
Minus
2.
2.
2 damage each.
Yes.
Oh, 2 last cannons, that's painful. But then again, all your vehicles are dead, so
Yeah.
less painful now.
Yeah. Okay, then this is going to be quick. Straight on to the...
So, who's charging what?
Ooh.
It's easy here. That's a unit and that's a unit, so they can definitely charge that way.
Okay.
But what's he doing?
He's going to go straight into the last cannon. To try
He's charging the last cannon.
Yeah.
Okay. Overwatch.
Okay. Oh. Oh, this could be bad.
Come on. The Emperor. 1 shiny 6. Come on. Emperor, be with me.
Ooh.
Oh. The Emperor has forsaken me.
Coming in with it. Yeah.
Oh.
And
the others.
Yeah,
they're in.
They're in as well.
So at the end of the charge phase, Necrosius ends up here. The Poxwalkers end up there. Wrathful Dead being played again. 10 Poxwalkers are going into the Major. 10 into the command squad. Into the Major first, are we?
First, yeah, let's go for it.
So that's 2 attacks each. 20 attacks, re-rolling misses.
Those ones.
So the commander, whilst you're picking these up, has a lovely refractor field, which gives him a 5+ vulnerable save. Does not help him
8, 10,
against this
12, 14.
because he has only flak armor, which, yeah. So I'm toughness 2 currently, so
Wounding on
3s. So how many's that?
That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
10 saves of 5+. Emperor, be with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. None. Major dies.
Oh, you know what's happening next? Which one looks like a major? Not the guy with the hammer. We'll sort it out in a bit because I need more cards.
You've got to roll the use of the dice first.
Oh yes, the rest of them. Yeah. I've got all the dice.
You're going to do it. You're going to kill 3 units and tie up the kill count. I've managed to kill about 600 points of your army this turn, and you've killed about 100 of mine, and you tie it up.
Then re-roll the hits. Have I got them all there?
Yes.
Okay. So that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. That's all of them, I think. Yep. Wounding on 2s again, is it?
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. So that's 2, 4, 6,
They're dead.
8.
They're dead.
Okay.
So Necrosius has 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. I basically needed to miss all 3 for the game, all 5. It hasn't missed all 5.
Wounding on
2s,
with
re-roll because of his stuff.
Ooh, 3.
Each one is -2 damage. That kills 3 weapons teams. All right, Chuckles.
Can Poxwalkers attack flyers?
No.
Can I turn your flyer into a zombie?
No.
Destroy your scenery though. Sorry.
So can Poxwalkers hold objectives? I assume they can. We just they must be able to. Of course.
At them, they can't do actions.
That's what they can't do. I knew there was something they couldn't do. Okay, so at the end of battle round 4, we've tied up on the kills because I killed 3, you killed 3. I cannot believe that. You killed 3, I killed 3.
I think you hold the objectives.
I hold the objectives. I hold 4, you hold 1. So that no one gets the kill point because that's tied up. So I pull it back to 3 points to 2 at the end of battle round 4 as we go into battle round 5. So can I kill everything? That's basically got to be the question now. with the unit that can't kill anything.
Yeah, it depends whether he's got his targeting systems turned on finally.
Not with that many. I'm not going to kill that many. Let's see what I can do. So, Imperial Guard turn summary. Primaris Psycho has run onto this objective. The Valkyrie has continued throwing fire down here and killed 7 Poxwalkers. 7 Poxy walkers.
It's hovered there for, 3 turns?
Yeah, it's going to run out of ammo. That guy stayed there, backed off a little bit, but pretty much stayed there. This Chimera has spun around and put its heavy bolter shots. It contributed. It killed 1 of the 7, so it killed... The Valkyrie killed 6. That killed 1. That is the end of Imperial Guard turn 5. Death Guard turn 5. So at the end of Death Guard turn 5, he's picked up 8 more Poxwalkers, the combination of the stratagem and casting his buffing spells on himself, one of which was denied, one of which wasn't. So no one got the kills in the final turn. No one killed any of the units. We did a bit of measuring. You could have come round here, not really got anything to charge. Could have come round there, really would have been a struggle to charge. So, yeah, Necrosius
they would just consolidate.
Pushing on in this direction, heading through the broken Imperial lines.
I kind of like the idea that he's going to leave the Poxwalkers there just to cover his retreat. His advance, because he's on the other side of the board.
His advance. He's
infiltrating.
Yeah. At the end of battle round 5, the Imperial Guard control the objectives. No one got the kill.
Are you sure? Oh, wait, yes, you most definitely do.
Yes, I am. So the Imperial Guard get a point for the objectives. No one gets the point for the kills, which makes the score at the end of the game 3 points all. It is a draw. This battlefield is left as a sea of Poxwalkers. Necrosius slips through. Nothing to control the intelligence here. They're just milling around, but they most definitely deny it to the Astra Militarum. The one surviving member of the company that was deployed here, the veteran sergeant, gets back in his Chimera and drives off. The Valkyrie picks up all 10 Psychers he came with, and that flies off back to High Command. And this battle zone is a dead loss to both sides.
I think this green swamp will probably be quite red by the end of this battle.
Yeah, it's got a bit brown. Bit of red and green, making a bit brown.
I think a draw is actually a very good.
Yeah, I do.
I'm probably more happy.
I'm quite pleased with that. Yeah.
Kind of game.
Oh, those Poxwalkers! That guy, Necrosius with the Poxwalkers,
keeps picking them up, and then with that stratagem, you've got potential to put 9 back a turn without getting back. I
didn't in any one turn get enough fire on them to really whittle them down. No, if I had a couple of weapons teams of mortars and some other things, and if he wasn't utterly useless,
some rolls with him, you might have
oh, great
with
fun!
The putrescent vitality as well, putting them up to toughness 4.
Just toughness 5.
Toughness 5, sorry, as well.
Does it make any difference to get the last guns because they're strength 3? Because that's not how it works these days.
Well, I'm thinking even against Marines, toughness 5 against the bolter fire.
Bolters are the new las guns. Every other game in the
that's true.
Every other gun in the game is better. No, you're getting me started. Don't tell me not to get you started when you're getting me started.
A knife on some armies, I believe, is as good as a bolt gun.
That fires a small. It's a mass reactor gun. It's a small nuclear projectile.
Yeah.
Breathe. We need to breathe. Oh, it was a fantastic game.
It was really good fun.
I managed to clear out your Plague Marines quickly, but everything else was really difficult to kill.
Yeah, I think it's typical Death Guard, isn't it? That extra bit of toughness and disgusting and resilient, and then being able to eat people to get.
Oh, that was funny.
That really does help.
He just chopped his way around, and I'm like, stop eating people! He's getting bigger. It's getting bigger.
really does add a nice element to it. Good feel to the army.
Yeah, oh man, that was a lot of fun. Just a couple of shout outs. The battle mat is gamemat.eu. These buildings are gamemat.eu. It's all gamemat.eu or from a local pet shop, I think. The crates and stuff at GW. These are very, very, very old tanks from GW. Yeah, it is. It's gamemat, pet shop. Shout out to my channel members. You're a channel member.
I am.
Channel members and Patreons who support me. Your support is fantastically appreciated. Thank you very much. And thank you everyone for watching. Say bye, Gambit.
Bye, Gambit.
Bye.